we are obviously always the presence of awareness, the one that knows or is aware of our experience. But we forget that or overlook that. So here we first of all notice that, oh yes, I'm not a collection of thoughts and feelings. I am the one that is aware of them. So we first notice it, and then we say, okay, I'm now going to stand as that. I'm going to be that knowingly. Before, I was that, but unknowingly or without realizing it. Now I realize that. I'm going to know myself as that. You don't suddenly become that. You notice, oh, of course, I am that, and I have always been that. And now I'm going to know myself as that. That's what I mean by be that knowingly.
And it sounds like it's something that you can do. Like, okay, do that, be that knowingly. And it's only...
Ultimately, no. But for all practical purposes, yes. If you seem not to be that, then by definition, you are thinking and feeling of yourself as a separate self. Now, the separate self, by definition, feels that it has a choice, that it is the doer of its activities. So it's best to be honest about that. And having realized that it is inevitable that the separate self feels like a doer, a chooser, a decider, then do, choose or decide the best thing you can possibly do, choose or decide, which is to be the presence of awareness. So when I say, yes, that is something you can do or choose, I'm making a concession to the belief that we are a separate self. But we have to acknowledge that if we feel we are a separate self, we cannot legitimately say, I have no choice, there's nothing to do. If we do say that, what is actually happening is that the separate self is just appropriating the Advaita teaching, pretending that the Advaita teaching is its understanding, and speaking on behalf of the Advaita teaching, the Advaita understanding. There's nothing to do, I have no choice, I have no... If we feel we are a separate self, we cannot legitimately make that statement. This is one of the fallacies at the heart of much contemporary Advaita teaching. That I, the separate self, knows that there's nothing for me to do, there's nobody here, there's nowhere to go. I still think and feel like a separate self, but I also know that there's nothing for me to do. It's a contradiction that doesn't stand up to scrutiny. It's not true. It's better to be honest, simple and honest, and say, yes, I feel that I am a separate self, and therefore, by definition, I feel I have a choice. Now, choose the best thing possible. And if you don't feel you're a separate self, then the question won't arise.